Okay, so here is my month of January. I'm just going to show you how I plan out my month. So obviously first I have a little title page, and I just decorate it eventually, and it's fun. I find it very therapeutic to color and craft. I'm more crafty than artistic, so I just find it very therapeutic. So I first start out by just coming up with 20 things that I know that I really want to get done this week or this month, and jot them all down, and then I can put down the day that I got it done or didn't get it done on a few of these things. Here, I tried this meal planning and groceries page, which didn't really work out because I ended up putting all of my dinner ideas on my weekly spreads, which I'll show you later, but I'm going to try it again this month. I really like the idea of seeing what we did eat, and then I can I can also write down whether or not my kids liked it, and so whether or not it's a repeater, because I like trying different things, but sometimes your kids are just not into it. So these are my two month calendars. I really like this format of your month. I like to see it all in a grid, the classic calendar way. I know that lots of people do it down the side and just write down what's going on, but this is the way that I see it best and can keep it organized the best. And then I've been trying this monthly tracker, but I'm not very good at it. I don't really color it in every day, and then I can't really remember if I did that today, and I'll forget to do it I'll forget to do Saturday until the next Wednesday, and then I have no idea whether or not I meditated on Saturday. So I think that I've decided to scrap that for February, and I'll show you what I'll end up doing instead. So I still have 3 days left in January, but this is my daily log. This is just a little thing that I write down about what happened that day. Some people use it to write down their appointments and things like that, but I do all my appointments on this one. So this is actually more just how my day went, and for the next month I actually made it 2 pages because this is not enough space. Here's my time log. I run my own business, obviously, so I like to see sort of where I'm spending my days and how long I'm spending doing different things every day, so that I can then report to my board in December and say, yes, this is how many hours I spent doing professional development, this is how many hours I spent actually needling, that sort of thing. Then I have my gratitude log, which I really love. This is just some financial stuff. And then I have my first week. This is I had never done it this way before. In my last bullet journal, I actually had a column coming down the middle with the day that it was, and then on one side I would have the appointments, on the other side I would have my tasks. So I tried it this way, and I didn't like it at all. So this was the only week I did this way. Here's my grocery spending. I have one more receipt to put in for today. This is for our budgeting purposes. We just decided to track our groceries and where we spend our money for a couple of months, and then be able to better do our budget. So then I have just a countdown to our Mexico trip because I needed to keep track of some stuff like buying life jackets and American dollars and things like that, and I just had too much stuff in my brain, so I put that there. This is how I ended up doing my weekly spread. This is my first weekly spread, where I decided that instead of doing a whole big month, and anyway, this was just my way to organize my week. So I have what's going on that week, and then I chose a few things to do in a bunch of different areas of my life. So here I have the day, and then what's happening in the morning, and then the afternoon and evening, and then I have just these little sections of things. And again, I like it a little crafty and a little artistic and a little bit more fun than just writing down all of your tasks. So my my categories are things to do around the house, things to do for my business, personal goals, These are my dinners. This is where I put all of my meal planning for dinners. Some family goals, my affirmations, any errands I need to run, miscellaneous stuff, and then this is my self-care tracker, which I stole from Boho Berry, and I will link her down in the body of the blog later. I really like this, and again, it's just a nice way to track your day and to reflect on your day and to see that, yeah, sometimes if my kids are being, you know, a little bit difficult, my mood goes not so good. So, I mean, that seems like an obvious correlation, but it's fun to see the correlations. And then this was my new way of doing my daily things, which I like way better. Gives me a little bit more space and can be a little bit more creative and flexible with it. So yes, there is and then I did this doodle page, which people really liked on Instagram. I like to doodle a lot and color, and I do that to sort of relax in the evening rather than watch TV and eat bad things. This was a challenge that I did not finish, clearly, so it's called Clear Mind Present Mama, and I didn't finish it, so maybe I have a very cluttered mind and I'm an absent mama. Hard to tell. Maybe I'll do it later. Maybe not. I don't know. Here's my second weekly spread, where again, what's happening during the day happens on this page, and these are my tasks to do for the month or for the week, and my tracker, and just a little quote, because I didn't know how to fill up this space yet, but I figured out another way to do it in the next week. And then my days, I did my weather here, but it was awful, so I stuck a sticker there because it made me feel better than having it be terrible. So here again, every day I have, oh, this is a time tracker. This is, you know, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 to 8, and then so this is sort of what my day is going to look like, so I can see, oh, I'm going to have some crazy stuff, weird stuff going on in here, so I better pack a lunch and some snacks because I'm probably going to be on the road or whatever. Here's this last week, and again, morning and afternoon, and then evening stuff around the house, meal planning, errands, my affirmations, business, personal, family, miscellaneous, and then this is actually where I decided to, instead of doing that monthly tracker, this one, I'm doing a weekly tracker, where what I'm tracking is actually the personal goals and the family goals. So whether or not I worked out, whether or not I read some personal books, because I really have a challenge not reading just like textbooks and articles and things like that, so things that are actually just for me. Whether or not I got to bed at a decent time, clearly, again, I need to work on meditation a little bit more. And then Claire has this cute little handout she got from school called the breakfast food exercises, so we try and do those every day because it's really cute to watch a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old pretend to be toast, for example. And then, yeah, there's my family tracker. So these are the 4 categories that I do, and this is whether or not I did them. Yeah, so there's my week here, this last week, ending on Saturday. And then this is just, at the end of the month, I just brain dump. Just all the stuff that I'm thinking of doing, all of the ideas that I came up with during the month. I can just dump it all down there and maybe put that into my master tasks for the next month. Then I'm going to write some highlights of January. Clearly January isn't over yet. I guess I could start now, but I will do that in a little while and then move on to February. So February, I just write the title page and I'll decorate that when and if I have time. And then this is sort of how I set up my month. So here are my master tasks, and these ones, the first couple are ones that I actually stole from the master tasks that I didn't get done in January. So anything that I didn't get done become my first ones in February, because you need to get those things done. And then this is maybe my new meal plan thing where I'm going to put my grocery list. I always do a grocery list on a big sticky note. So I'll put my grocery list on top of this for the week and then just write out what we had for lunch and what we had for dinner and whether or not my kids liked it. And so that I can know if I should repeat or just get rid of that recipe altogether. So again, I have my February calendar. I didn't decorate any of it yet. I just wrote it all out, and I'll decorate it when I have time. My time log, because I did away with my monthly tracker, so here's just my time log for how I'm spending my days. And then again, I was doing that daily log, but I decided I needed 2 lines per day. So here is, now I'm gonna do, instead of just 1 line a day, 2 lines a day. So it's just one full spread, which is, I like too. Gratitude, same thing, 2 lines for every day. This is where I'm going to do my financial stuff, which is more just, the money you're spending. You want to be keeping track of money in and money out and make sure that more isn't going out than coming in, because that is unfortunate when that happens. And if I can do it daily, I can really curb myself more and be a lot more careful with where my money goes. And then this is this coming up week's spread. Now I have already done my meal plan, I just haven't written it down in here. And I haven't checked my email for any appointments that I have when clients email me a lot or text me. So I haven't checked any of that. So I can't write down any of my appointments that I have. I just have the general gist of the week. And again, this is just how I set up my week, and I will start today. I will do my Sunday. Now usually I do the next day's sort of outline the night before, but because I was setting all of this up last night, I didn't have a chance to set up my Sunday, so I'll have to do it retrospectively, which won't be that hard because I'm mostly just working all day. Nothing super exciting. It's Sean's day with the girls. He's gonna take them out for a play and then they'll come home. They get their daddy time, which is really nice for them because he works all week and then they get to spend a little bit of time with him. So yes, and I just made green juice and just realized how gross my nails are. Sorry. So anyway, that is my bullet journal and that's how I set it up. So if you have any questions, you can email me or comment or whatever, and I will show you again if I change anything maybe next month. All right.